We're going to go over Carvana just shortly here. There are some things that have changed a little bit since the last video, but not really too much. Today we have some retail earnings coming out, and they're a little disappointing compared to what we were wanting, I guess, for sure to say. We can see that the Fed's rates are now starting to affect some of our retail earnings and stuff like that as far as the economy goes, but Carvana is still standing strong in the same type of ranges that we were in the last video. You can see here I drew this gray line that was in the last video, but right after that video on November 2nd, I had drawn these two little short-term type of lines. Now these were drawn like literally right after, so it was amazing to see that this had closed right on this line here. If we take a look and we zoom in a little bit more, like I said, this is more of a short-term range. These two right here are more of the long-term bigger ranges that we need to break through. As you can see right here, we tried to retest and there plenty of times. This is more of a point where we kind of just settle at. And I know in the last one we were saying like those Thursdays, right? That's why I did a video on a Thursday, because Thursdays with this stock seem to always like kind of do something interesting. You can go check out my other videos if you want to take a look at that. So you can see, look, Thursday we had popped right up above that line that I was saying I didn't want to catch a falling knife. However, I did go half with my dollar cost average buys. We had popped back up. It looked like we were about to go up and go past this, but we just retested it. We came back down. It was a little bit of a fake out. Came back, retested my same line right here again. And yeah, right now we're kind of in the middle. Like I said, my average buy is around like this 30 mark. Where's the 30? Right around here. I always said like if we came down here, like, you know, obviously I don't want to buy like something that's going to come all the way down. However, this is like a good dollar cost average area. Like I said, if it came back in here, then I would start averaging and stuff like that, which I am doing. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be buying today, but perhaps I may, because in a couple of days is Thursday, and the stock seems to do something. It looks like it might. So this is what I've been looking at. All right, so right now we're playing this nice little roll for us to come back down and slightly maybe come into this range, maybe retest this again, because you can see that we came down a lot lower here, a lot lower here. We might just barely touch it and then come back up and hopefully retest this and break out of this for that Thursday. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen because we just had this earnings report come out on this Thursday, but you can see right here it's forming like this type of thing right here. So hopefully we can keep going on a trend that's like this, right? And that's only doing nothing but look, continuing this right here. So you can see this low right here, 18, then 21, then 24. Now what was our next low? Right here, 25. Then we go 27, then 31 hopefully, but maybe it'll come down here because this was 27. Maybe this will come down to like maybe 29, 20 in this range here, like I had just said. And you can see like these tops right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this for this video now. It's going to be a little bit different from the time going forward. So that way you guys can see this new type of thing that I'm looking at here. Now we can go ahead and take these away since we're not really too focused on that at the moment, and boom, we'll just leave those key points right here. Now this gray point and these two red points are our main, and then these two blue points are more so short term. You can see that this is basically just lining up exactly with this right here. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact as long as the trend is kind of similar, right? And then I'm going to go ahead, and I'm doing all this live for a reason, so that way you guys can see exactly what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, and so you can't be like, oh well, he changed that from the last video. No, I didn't change it. All right, so then you can exactly see kind of what I look for as far as whenever I'm coming in here and I'm doing this. All right, so you know, within reason, this is about where the trend is at right now. These could have came down a little bit lower. Let me see. Yeah, I would say within reason, it's about like within these type of things right here. So I'm just going to change these to, let's do, well, let's do like a more solid color, because this isn't really like exact, but this is like a good range or so of where things are headed. All right, it looks like they're kind of like, okay, yeah, let's do like a darker color so that way you can see it, because I don't want it to like blend in too much and just be looking like real crazy. All right, so this is the new trend line that we are seeing. Hopefully this continues on up. Okay, continues on up like this or so. Right, yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. So we'll see if this comes back down to retest in this range. I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily buy this day. Currently I'm gonna take a look and just keep watching this, of course, because I may or may not get in, you know. It just really depends on how I feel. You guys can, it's up to you whether you do this, okay? It's not financial advice or anything like that. However, I might wait for this to come back down a little bit. I might not. We'll see how this plays out through the rest of the day. It's looking like it's forming some type of support level right around here now, as far as like the short term kind of goes, right in this range. So I might just, I mean, that other range was really good too, but we'll just pull it down just a little bit so it can be a little bit more exact or whatever. Nothing's ever exact, but you know what I mean. All right, so we'll just see how this does. If it ends up closing in, I might just have to get in just a little bit. Really don't want to extend my averages too high up. I want to keep my averages low, but you know, it's not really that bad compared to where we were, right? I mean, look, my average by 30, we go back up to this. I mean, I already know what that is in my head, but let's just see what it is. Okay, so where's 30? 30's right here, and boom, that is 84%, right? So yeah, 84% right on that. Guys, it's not a game right here. This is just in the stock world. Look what I'm doing in the crypto stuff. Look at Solana. Averages was getting in around $20, $30. Look at it now. All right, catch you guys in the next one.